Hello, radiant souls. Ever feel like your words are locked away while your body carries the weight of unspoken grief? You're not alone. Today we flip the script on silence itself. I'm Marci Lubore, and in this special bonus episode, I invite you into a field of remote Reiki energy healing, where silence meets soft light and your voice finds its way home. Welcome, beautiful souls. Today we unravel Addicio, the ancient call of your voice, and release the addiction to silence that lives in your tissues and your lineage. Together we'll open a sacred field of remote Reiki energy healing, lighting our inner candle, breathing in universal life force, and journeying through 5 solfeggio gates so you can reclaim your voice, your healing, and the ancestral wisdom waiting to be set free. This is the last of our bonus prelude episodes, which opened the field for our soul contract healing miniseries. Addicio is the Latin root for voice, and the true addiction is the addiction to silence. Have you ever wondered why some of us chase relief in alcohol, food, frenetic busyness, or other habits? The answers lie in the ancient word addicio, which simply means voice. At its root, every addiction is really an addiction to silence, an unspoken grief, shame, or anxiety that has no outlet. When we can't share our truth, our unmet emotions funnel into behaviors we mistake for the problem itself. Alcohol, drugs, sex, self-harm, or even frenetic energy. But beneath every compulsion is a silent voice begging to be heard. Even when unspoken silence lives deep in our tissues, it quietly shapes our experience, unprocessed and unmourned. Somewhere along the way, each of us has tucked away words we long to speak, fears, desires, grief, only to watch them harden into a silent scream. Those screams don't vanish. They find new expression through the patterns we call addiction, the very strategies we unconsciously choose to dull the ache of unvoiced pain. As you've recognized this silenced voice, ask yourself, what if this burden doesn't even belong to you? What if it's an echo of inherited emotion passed down through the generations? Be the code breaker and the healer, tracing the thread backwards and forwards as you rise and speak the truths of both your story and that of your ancestors. Have you ever felt your heart pounding before you speak, as if your words could shatter the fragile peace around you? Maybe you're remembering a time someone brushed off your feelings as too dramatic. Anybody have that? Or downplayed your truth with a wave of their hand. Those moments echoes in our body, telling us to shrink, to stay small. We inherit whispers from our families, rules like children should be seen, not heard, or don't rock the boat. That taught us silence was safer than speaking up. And if you've ever paused because you feared an argument, a lost friendship, or even a paycheck, you know how heavy the weight of possible repercussions can feel. Trauma once made silence a shield. Now it can cage our voice long after the danger's past. Sometimes the hurdle isn't outside at all, but within. We simply haven't practiced naming our needs, so words evaporate just as they form. And the idea of releasing a flood of emotions can feel terrifying. What if you can't handle the tidal wave once it starts? Acknowledging these barriers is your first act of courage. When you notice the hesitation in your breath, lean into it. Ask yourself, what do I long to say? Really? This moment of curiosity cracks open the door to freedom. Recognizing these barriers is the first step towards breaking free. Today, let this be your sacred key. Name the silence. Whisper to yourself, what am I not speaking? And feel the edges of that unvoiced truth. Open your voice. Allow whatever wants to be said to begin to flow from your heart. Release the weight. Imagine the shame and grief dissolving with each exhale. Offer ritual witness. Light a white candle or light the candle within, and let your hidden sorrow find a safe portal into its flame. Acknowledge it. It just wants to be seen and heard and felt. By giving voice to the silence, you reclaim the energy behind every addictive urge and transform compulsion into conscious expression. We'll journey through the 5 frequencies of healing: remembrance, devotion, precision, permission, and sacred sight, invoking each as a sacred gate to your inner wisdom. I'll play soft Reiki music in the background, weaving these frequencies into the field as I name each one. Let the tones wash over you, settling into your cells and opening pathways back to your deepest knowing. Ready your breath, still your mind, and trust that these frequencies will guide you home to the healer within. I want to offer a sacred invitation, a remote Reiki energy healing offering. I hold this intention in my heart today to send a remote Reiki energy healing offering, soft healing energy that travels across any distance and settles exactly where it's welcomed and held. Today, we're not practicing self-acupressure. This is a collective offering where we come together as a group to receive this healing energy. Reiki, born from the Japanese words rei, meaning universal, and ki, referring to life force energy, serves as a complementary therapy, a sacred ally to conventional medical care rather than a replacement. Though ongoing research explores its benefits for stress and anxiety, always honor your experience and consult your doctor when considering Reiki, especially if you have a medical condition. I offer this to you with an open heart and love. To open this healing field, I light a white candle, inviting a pillar of pure light to mark our sacred container. With grounded roots that extend deep into the earth, and a crown chakra blooming with radiant luminosity, I call in Reiki guides, angels, and ancestors to support and hold this transmission. Now, as the Reiki healing music flows, I weave in the 5 frequencies of healing. With remembrance, calling back the parts of your voice that have been silenced, and devotion, opening your heart's devotion to your own well-being. With precision, sharpening the clarity of your intention. And permission, granting yourself freedom to fully feel. And with sacred sight, illuminating the path forward with inner vision. Allow each frequency to wash through your being, settling into your cells and tuning you back to your deepest wisdom. From my own heart center, I breathe in universal love and out compassionate release. Then palms extended towards you, I envision golden streams of Reiki flowing into your being. You are invited now to rest comfortably. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and breathe in this luminous energy. With each inhale, welcome restoration. With each exhale, release what no longer serves: grief, shame, anxiety, ancestral burdens. Allow these words to guide your inner mantra. I am here. I am safe. I am ready to receive. Breathe in during this transmission. Allow the body to feel. Exhale all the burdens. We will continue in silence for another 30 seconds. And now, this energy is complete. When the energy is settled, we seal this healing with our hands in Gasho, prayer pose, at the heart. So bring your hands to your heart and offer a gentle bow inward, affirming, this healing is sealed in love, so it is. Feel your grounding roots retreat to just beneath your feet and your body, bringing every spark of healing fully into your body. Ground further by sipping water. Let's place your hands lovingly on your belly. Finally, offer heartfelt gratitude to the Reiki energy, your guiding allies, and yourself for co-creating this sacred space with me. If your spirit stirs and you feel the call to deepen this journey, if you are ready to reclaim your voice and ancestral healing, reply HEAL in the comments or DM me now on Instagram at Healing Touch Natural Essentials. Step through this threshold into the Soul Contract of Healing series so you can awaken and embody the sovereign healer within you. We can heal the 7 generations before us and the 7 yet to come. I hope you will offer a yes and come join me.